Starter questions for elder law attorney regarding retirement, estate planning, and late life planning. To find the best elder law attorneys, please read the article on finding professionals at www.drive.google.com/drive/1-Q, that's a capital Q, small case D, LOL F47R capital T 8XJ 9IEV. Once you have located a few good attorneys, make an appointment with each. Below are the initial questions that you can ask. They include the basic scope of work. The best elder law attorneys and estate planning attorneys provide. Most elder law firms Most elder law firms are only interested in creating the basic legal documents related to retirement and late life planning. These questions will help you sort out those limited service laws and service law firms so that you can work with higher level firms who can take better care of you and your family. Then some of the initial questions asked about document preparation. I need basic legal documents for retirement and late life planning. A will. What can I leave to my heirs? A power of attorney, and that is a general and financial question. Power of attorney for medical procedures. Advanced healthcare directive. Resuscitate or do not resuscitate. Advanced mental health care directive and conditions including doctors' examinations, defining when my cognitive ability requires power of attorney to pay my bills or avoid being scammed, not spend recklessly, and not notice online breaches to my financial sites. You should have or consider a trust. If the firm can handle the above, the next bank will be to discover if the attorneys are sufficiently educated and experienced to be able to provide the rest of what you need. When you ask the attorneys if she or he can handle the specific problems and chores, they will always say yes. Follow up with asking them to describe the legal techniques and tools that they will use to accomplish these tasks. If they are vague, like we have ways, or we take care of you, or I'll show you in the final documents, we'll cut them loose. Continue with the interview because you might learn some things, but cross this firm off your list. You want an advisor who will involve you in the process of creating your plans and documents. This is a tip. If you have an estate worth 2 million to 10 million, state this at the time or the initial meeting. If you have more than 10 million, just say you have a bit over 10 million. You can provide full disclosure after you decide to work with a specific attorney. Will you use relevant tools and create proper entities to protect my or our assets, such as a trust transfer on death, deed or equivalent, etc.? Will you strategize to avoid probate and other after death expenses? Tell me about the tools that you use for this. Are you thoroughly conversant with Medicare and Medicaid procedures and the rules should these resources be needed? While I may not need them, some less lucky people I wish to help probably will. Would you be able to help us complete a proper set of medical forms to see if that might see me through late life expenses. Discuss HIPAA. HIPAA allows doctors, case managers, attorneys, and accountants with financial planning to discuss your personal situation. POLST, that's POLSTR specific choices for various medical conditions, similar to Advanced Healthcare Directive. If the hospital staff do not comply with my Advanced Healthcare Directive wishes, would someone from your office contact the doctors or the nurse care manager and nurses within 72 hours of my office being informed? This is a tip. Nurses not complying with do not resuscitate orders happens too much, far more frequently than you realize. I personally witnessed it several times. Besides the document creation, would you work as a member of my team consisting of, of a financial advisor, accountant, or an insurance agent to create an investing and life spending plan to ensure ongoing appropriate housing, comfortable lifestyle, and, and medical care? Will you be working with the team directly or handing it off so that this work is going to another attorney? That's a good question. Will you act as a true fiduciary on my behalf and be aware of the other members' work on your professional team? Will they be certain all are working in concert for my best care? This might involve questioning the decisions of others and reporting any lack of compliance with agreements to my or our executive or our person holding power of attorney. Are you able to work with my power of attorney and our executive to quickly and shut down online access to financial accounts, credit cards, Amazon, as well as other vendors and service providers? If I provide you with usernames and passwords, what do you do to protect this information from file clerks and janitors? Will usernames and passwords be noted in my file? My heirs may disagree with what I have left them after I pass. Do you have strategic wording for the will and trust to discourage and defeat any lawsuits? What other techniques can you employ? Another tip: don't suggest anything to the attorney. Let him or her name the tools. Additional techniques could include getting a physical and having the doctor write a notarized statement regarding health and mental stability, sending each heir a check for $10,000 on the day the will is signed. Let each heir cash it, not mentioning the will after death. How can an heir state incompetence when she happily cashed a large check signed on the same date the will was signed itself? This will would be signed, witnessed, and notarized. After the will is signed, but before death, the attorney holds a meeting with each heir to show them a copy of the will and answer any questions. The lawyer can offer them the opportunity to request changes at that meeting only, and to sign a statement to agree with the provisions that are in the will, or a revised one, and to never question or contest the final will in the future. This is also written and published by Canary Girl. Thank you.